Hi guys, happy Friday. Welcome to Desk to Drinks, where we're going to get ready for the weekend. I'm Julianne Carell, Associate Beauty Editor at Glamour.
And I'm Lindsay Shallon. I'm the Senior Digital Beauty Editor at lipstick.com and Glamour.
So today, basically, we're going to show you how to fix up your mani before you go out for the weekend. And yeah.
All right. So anyways, this week I have let my mani sort of do its thing. As you can tell, it's super chipped. This has actually been on for 2 weeks now. It's Jin Soon's new spring collection, and I am loving blue nail polish for the spring. But after 2 weeks, it's looking a little shambly, so we're gonna fix it up today. And then Jules, you tell them what you're gonna do.
I have been letting my nails breathe for a while. I'm trying to let them grow, and basically after an entire week they're kind of dirty and weird and yellow, so I'm just going to show you how to freshen them up for the weekend.
Cool. Alright, so I'm going to start out with a couple of the different removers that we really love right now. So everything here is like really easy that you can use at your desk. It's not one of those like bottle ones that you get at the drugstore that's like super messy and you need to use a million cotton balls, because who has time for that? Yes.
It's also going to smell really bad, and you don't want to offend any of your desk neighbors. Everyone's probably really irritable.
Luckily, people here are very used to us spraying a whole bunch of things. Someone just came over earlier and they're like, it smells like a cloud of Orbe. That would be our hair.
Yes.
Anywho, so this is they're little mitts by Deborah Lippman. I'll let you zoom in there. They're called the Stripper to Go, and she makes an amazing nail polish remover. It doesn't smell offensive. It's super easy to use. It doesn't make your nails super streaky. So I'm going to show you how to use it. So they're super easy. Like, you just throw them in your bag, which I love because it's so good if like you're on the go, if you like are always traveling. So easy. They're these little mitts. How cute is this?
Those are the cutest things ever.
So you slip your finger into it and you can just sort of wiggle it around like this. I love that it makes all the mess go on the inside of it, so you don't get like runny nail polish all over your finger. As you can see, it takes it off so easy.
That's incredible.
And there's enough polish remover in here that you can pretty much go through almost every single nail without having to get a new one out, which is really clutch. So again, this is the Deborah Lippman one, and this is, how much is this?
They're $12 for a pack of 6.
So, not bad.
Yeah, that's really good.
Look at that. Like, no mess anywhere, super easy.
And you can totally just keep them in your desk drawer.
Yeah, I love keeping them in my desk. Like,
Lindsay, a commenter wants to know if it smells.
It smells kind of like lavender. I mean, it has like a little bit of a nail polish remover smell to it, but it's not like so obscene that the people around you would get really annoyed by it.
I can't smell it from here.
Yeah.
And you're right next to me.
I'm pretty sure it is lavender. Yes, it's very nice.
They're hydrating too, so it's not gonna. It's not like putting some acetone on your finger where your nails are completely shot afterwards. They're pretty good.
Yeah, my nails don't feel dry, like super dried out. Like, you know how sometimes it gets like really dry and you feel like, oh my god, I need to put a ton of lotion on after this. So nice and so clean. Another nail polish remover I wanted to show you guys. This one is called Formula X Delete All, and it's from Sephora. And basically what it is this little jar. I'll open it up for you. Don't mind my sound effects. So inside you'll see like there are a couple little different holes in there, and that's for you to stick your finger into. So I'll do my middle finger now, and you sort of just sit and you let it ruminate in there for not really that long.
5 to 10 seconds.
Sometimes you can sort of like dip it in.
Depending on what kind of polish you have on. Like, if you have glitter nails, I would leave it in there a little bit longer, but for regular polish, I would say like 5 to 10, 15 seconds.
Look at that.
And that completely took everything off.
There's a little bit there on the side, so if you just like sort of drag your finger along the side of the top of it, literally that took what, maybe 15 seconds tops, and it does really take off glitter nail polish, which I know is the absolute worst thing to deal with, especially whenever you have cotton balls. It gets sticky, it gets messy. This bad boy really just takes all that off, which is super exciting.
The coolest part about this is that in here is this like styrofoam that's soaked in nail polish remover, and it doesn't dry out. So this has been sitting at my desk for about 2 months now, and I've taken off my nail polish in this thing about like 10 times at least. And it's still soaking in nail polish. So I think what you can do if it does end up drying out is just pour some nail polish over it.
Yeah.
That way it re-soaks.
Remover, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Of course. So yeah, this is definitely a game changer, and that's $15 you can get at Sephora.
Yeah. So the Sephora Delete All Formula X nail polish remover pot. So I will continue taking mine off. Well, Julie, why don't you tell them about the Lauren B that we love?
So these nail couture, like nail polish remover pads, are really great because it basically just looks like this little circle. Looks like a cotton pad, and it's soaked in such a nourishing kind of remover, and it smells like Jolly Ranchers. That's wow.
It's like a mixed berry. Yeah.
So
I can smell it from here. It smells really, really good.
It's a very gentle remover, and basically the best part about this is that you can use it to clean up the outside of your nail. You can use it to clean out underneath the nail, any sort of like imperfections you have on the skin or underneath, like that. I really love this for that purpose. So my nails are bare, like I said before, but at the end of the day, there's makeup underneath there, dirt and stuff. So I'm gonna just clean the nail.
I mean, real talk.
Yeah.
Like, no one's nails are pretty by the end of Friday.
No, not at all.
Sadly, if only.
So I love these, and you can use however many you want. I think, how many come in here?
15?
15. Yeah, these are really, really good and hydrating, and honestly, it's like, feels like an oil on there.
I do think there are some sort of like essential oils in here.
Yeah.
And it's acetone free, which is great. If you guys don't know what acetone is, basically it's a very drying. It's most nail polish is made with nail polish remover is made with acetone. Yeah. But the problem with that, it dries out your nails. It can make your nails crack. It can make them thin. So I really, really prefer products that have no acetone in them.
Right. This is really convenient. It's such a tiny little pack, and like I said, it just feels good on your nails. So love this.
And that's you can get it at laurenbbeauty.com. And if you click the link in the bio for our chat, there's a whole, like, we listed out all the products online so that you can go and find them really easily. I'm almost done.
I think
that's
so. There are 5 holes in here that you can just stick all of your fingers in there.
I could. Do you?
Yeah.
It feels sort of like a weird contortion act. Oh my god, it feels really funny in here. It's super spongy. It's kind of like it's a very spa-like feel though.
Yeah.
Like, you go and you sort of pamper yourself. I go and get my nails done every week, confession, because I just love that it's so like relaxing, and I can sort of just tune out and just sort of take an hour for myself, which is so important, you guys. You really need to.
But for all the DIYers out there, all of these things are must-haves for sure for your arsenal, I would say.
It's true. Okay, so, oops, I'm almost polish free. I missed one spot.
Here. Well, you can use.
You
don't want to use my used one.
So why don't you talk them through about... So Julie has really, really long nails. So I'm really jealous of it.
I have been trying to grow out my nails for months. Generally, my entire life, they've always kind of been like short, stubby fingers and haven't been able to grow. But recently, I started keeping them fresh, not getting manicures as often, and really taking care of my nails. And they're pretty long now, but I'm obsessed with this nail shape, the almond nail shape. For the longest time, I was into square nails, kind of like keeping them short and square, but recently I've just been really into the almond shape that's been trending. So I also, in that respect, have noticed that my nails like don't chip as fast in terms of like breakage and stuff, because with the almond shape, because there's, I guess, what would you say? Like,
it doesn't catch on things.
Yeah, it doesn't
as
catch
much.
on things. The almond shape is just, I mean, it just...
It's a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
It won't catch. It's actually a trick that a lot of hand models use, fun fact.
Fun fact.
They always keep them very rounded, very long. Nail models also like to wear gloves a lot of the time because they don't want their hands to tan, and they don't want like sun exposure to damage them, or just sort of like the day-to-day stuff. It's fascinating hand models.
Anyway, the way I've been getting my almond nails to stay in tip-top shape is with this glass nail file, which I'm obsessed with. Number one, it's not as like harsh and gritty as a regular nail file. It's a lot safer to use and a lot better for your nails in general. Also, you can sanitize this and wash it, unlike other nail files which just like sit collecting dust or you know, like nail germs, which is kind of like not so good for you. So anyway, I'm obsessed with this nail file, and basically I just file the edges like this.
And you're allowed to saw your nails with
Yes.
a crystal file,
Yes,
correct?
you can saw your nails back and forth because it's not a gritty edge. You're allowed to go back and forth, and it actually helps seal the keratin in your nails rather than like keep them frayed.
Yeah, with like a normal nail file, they usually say, your nail artists usually say you shouldn't file back and forth because the ones that you get at the drugstore are like really gritty. You can usually tell whenever you pick them up. They're like super like
just
gritty
rough,
to the touch.
rough on your nails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one, when you touch it, it does feel like very smooth. There's a little bit of a grit there, so it does help sort of seal out and make your nails smooth. But
I like to file my nails like once every couple of days just to even everything out and make sure they're all the same length. So I'm basically just filing them into this almond shape and smoothing out any edges. And like I said, this is like game changing if your nails are really prone to breakage. So that is that. So we cleaned, we filed. Now we're going to take care of the cuticles, which me personally, my cuticles are a hot mess. And when you go to the nail salon and they ask you if you want to get them cut, that's probably like the number one thing you should not do at a nail salon. Yes, it makes for a pretty smooth, like clean, nice manicure, but when they grow back, it's just going to, you know, torture.
well, also, whenever you cut the cuticle, it opens it up for
Right.
infection,
Yes.
which is really not good, especially if you always want to make sure that whenever you go to a nail salon, they are using sanitized tools, and if you're doing it at home or doing it at your desk, you do want to make sure you're sort of cleaning your tools to make sure that a lot of bacteria isn't getting in there because you don't want that, like, in your nail bed. It'll grow gross things.
But my
No one wants that.
my favorite cuticle treatment is this. It's Butter London Melt Away Cuticle Exfoliator. And what this does is basically you just paint it on your cuticles. Let's do it on this finger. And you let it sit there for about a minute, I would say. We'll let this... So you let that sink in, and it softens the cuticle. That way you can just kind of like peel it off. It's really incredible, and I'll show you that as soon as this settles in a little bit.
Yeah, so basically it just makes it so it's like all you have to do is rub it off. It's
Yeah,
really nice and smooth. It's actually very nourishing for your nail
Yeah.
beds, which is really great. I know, like, I'm sort of an absent-minded picker at my
Yes,
nails. I'll
yes.
sit here all day, especially when I'm nervous, like when I'm on live TV. I'll sort of sit there and I'll pick out my nail beds, and so this is actually really great because it trains you to stop doing that. And if you're doing it probably like a couple times a week is a really great way to just make sure that your nails aren't like getting all ragged on the edges.
Also, this is a great product if you are a nail cuticle biter, which I am, and my boyfriend is like so adamant about me stopping it. Every time he sees me picking, he goes like, stop it. Really, really good way to stop that. So I guess we can kind of like push back at this point. Do you want to zoom in? And so basically what I'm going to do now, let's try to rub it out.
What's this tool you're using?
So this is the Nails Ink SOS pen, and what it has on it is this like edge for pushing back cuticles. It has a mini nail file here, and then on the inside it actually doesn't, I ran out of all the little perfector pens, but basically it's a perfector pen that you use to clean up like nail polish on the edges, but I don't have that in here right now.
It's a really cool tool.
Anyway, I'm using it, the purpose for this today is this cuticle pusher right here.
And can you explain what cuticles are in case someone might not know what that is?
Basically, it's, you ever heard from Mean Girls when she's like, my nail beds suck. So what that is this section right here where the nail and the skin meet. Some people have really thick cuticles and some people don't, luckily. But basically, it just is the area protecting where the nail and the skin meets. Anyway, wait, come back so that you can see this in action. So look what I'm doing here. This is going to look kind of gross, but see how that all that stuff is just coming up? It's really incredible how this works.
And this is safer than cutting your cuticle,
Yeah.
which is if you've ever been in the nail salon and they use those little clippers, that's what they're doing. They're trimming off the cuticle there.
So what this is, you're basically just pushing back the cuticle and then the excess is coming off. And what I'm going to do is go in now and wipe all of this stuff off. So that way, the nail's clean. Look, that's disgusting.
And to these nail polish removers are also great for this because they do have essential oils in them, so they're moisturizing and will help. Here, lady.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
So see all of that just came off. That's a pretty fast process. If you are, running from desk to drinks, you can fix your cuticles in about 5 minutes tops.
Also really good if you're like en route to like a job interview or something and you realize like, oh my god, my nails just chipped, what do I do? Or you just need like a little quick buff and polish.
Yeah.
I love that tool. And nailsinc.com.
Yep.
Or us.nailsinc.com.
And then after you fix your cuticles, what's another important step? Nourishing them with a cuticle oil. I put on my cuticle oil like nonstop all day long. But this one is my favorite one from Julep. It has this roller ball, which I love. It makes for a really easy application, and it's a tiny little jar that you can keep anywhere. I take this with me everywhere. So after that, you just want to nourish your cuticles so that way they don't get dry. Now that thankfully winter is winding down, I'm probably gonna like lower my cuticle oil use, but in the wintertime this is like my very best friend.
And of course, too, if you're in a really, really big rush, you are allowed to skip any of these steps. We're sort of just giving you the full rundown of, like, if you want to give yourself a proper, like, a full-on mani at your desk, like, this is probably the way to do it. But if you're in a pinch, you don't have to use the cuticle remover. You don't have to, like, file or shape your nails. Like, it's sort of a you do you process, like, however makes the most sense for you. But these are just products that we really, really are loving right now. Actually, I want to use a little bit of this because it's amazing and it smells so good. So good, you guys.
My favorite thing ever when I have long nails is to make sure that like they look as bright and white as possible. Like the worst thing you can do is have bare nails and then have them look yellow or discolored from past polish. So after of course you clean underneath, what I love to do, and this is a tip I learned years ago, basically you just take a white eyeliner and color underneath, and it really whitens up the entire area. So let's see. And you can take any eyeliner. Obviously, it doesn't last forever, and you want to clean up the whites on your nails. So that, and then look how easy look how easy it is to just clean up underneath there. So that way you don't have all this white stuff on your fingers. And that whitened it up.
And also, too, if you're noticing that your nails are getting yellow a lot, it could just be because you're not using a base coat with your nail polish. What nail polish does, it will end up sort of tinting the color of your nails. So base coats are always, it's sort of like one of those steps where you're like, oh my god, do I really have to put on a base coat?
Yes, you do.
It does help in terms of like discoloration, and it helps your polish stay on longer because it gives the polish something to adhere to instead of your actual nail bed.
Especially if you're one of those types of gals who gets manicures every week or bi-weekly, you're getting polish on your nails constantly, a base coat is your best friend for sure. Yep. And then, so you're at your desk, you're getting ready to leave for wherever you're going tonight. You want to polish your nails, not with a color, but just like a nice top coat, a clear, but you don't want to have to deal with your desk neighbors being like, who's painting their nails? I've been guilty of that many times. But my favorite trick for not having to use a top coat that smells is using these quick dry conditioning drops from Butter London. And basically what these do is you just drop. They don't smell like anything. Actually, they do smell. They smell really good. What do you think this smells like? It's kind of floral.
And it has like a very soft floral scent to it.
So it's not going to overwhelm, but basically what I love to do, I'm going to do it on, hold on, let me wait. I just want to show you how good this makes the nail look. It just polishes it.
And after cuticle oil, you sort of want to like clean up just a little bit if it feels a little bit too oily.
But basically, you just drop a few drops, and it really gives a shine to the nail that is really nice. It has a really nice shine. So this is a nice way to make your nails look clean and polished without having to use a top coat that is gonna stink up your entire office.
It's a really good hack.
Yeah.
For me, what I'm gonna do is right now we're really obsessed with nail stickers, especially glass nail stickers, which if you stay tuned for our next issue hitting newsstands, it's going to feature a full-on how-to of how to do glass nails, which we're really excited about. But so this trend came out of Korea, actually. A Korean nail artist named Unistella. She was at a candy store and she saw these cellophane wrappers and she was like, wow, these are really cool. Like, I like the effect of them. And so she bought a ton of them and just started putting them on nails and then realized that they had this really cool holographic effect. So she actually teamed up with the nail sticker brand and they created these little stickers that you can put on. You can get them at glowrecipe.com, which is one of our favorite Korean beauty websites. If you haven't been there, the products are literally the cutest little things ever. Like they have Tony Moly, they have lots of really great Korean beauty brands right now. But anywho, I would normally put if you're gonna do this like a full-on thing, I would normally put on a base coat because you want to protect your nail. But since this is sort of like a hack situation, like we're trying to get out the door quickly, I'm just gonna skip that stuff for you guys. But I've found that using tweezers is so much easier with nail stickers as opposed to trying to like peel them off.
We spent literally 10 minutes earlier today trying to like peel them off and place them on the nail with our fingers. So tweezers is definitely when you're doing nail art.
And you guys, how cute are these little tweezers? They're from Tweezerman. They're like a snakeskin print.
Adorable.
They always make the cutest ones. I'm so obsessed with them. And like, you know, Tweezerman at the drugstore.
Yeah.
The other thing that's great about these stencils is that each of them, as you can see, are sort of packaged for one nail. So you can either mix and match, or if you're like, oh my god, I have no idea how to put these on, they're sort of like pre-planned out for you. So
one thing I would say before applying any nail sticker is to make sure that your nail is dry.
Yeah.
There's no sort of oil or residue on the nail, so you want to clean the nail completely before applying any stickers, for sure.
And by clean the nail, you mean running it with a nail polish remover.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's see if I can get one of these little guys off here. Da-da-da. So I'm just going to place that on.
So cute.
And stick it down. And as you can already start to see, it has like a little bit of a foil effect. I actually love doing this over a bare nail right now.
Yeah.
It's called floating nail art. There are a couple different iterations of the trend, but you've probably seen like cutout designs done with nail polish, all really cool right now, all like very in. And honestly, it's so much easier if you're like, good God, I cannot paint my nails at home, because I'm there in that camp with you sometimes. So I'm going to put this one.
This is also such a fun little activity you can do at work, you know, at home with your girlfriends, Friday night in.
So easy to do while you're watching Netflix.
Yeah.
What's everyone binging right now? You should leave it in the comments because I need a new recommendation. I've been watching Nurse Jackie recently and getting caught back up, and oh my god, it's my favorite show. That and The Walking Dead. I could talk about that forever.
I don't watch that.
You really should.
I'm like on House of Cards right now. That looks so cute.
It's so cute. Look at how simple that was. And I just used I used this design right here, and there are a bunch of other ones to do, but
Also, I feel like if you work in an office where you know, aren't really allowed to wear loud, bold designs, this is a really simple way to have fun with your nails and not, like get in trouble by...
right. And these really do stay down, which I think is so great. Sometimes you get nail stickers and they start peeling off or they start chipping off and you're like, oh my god, it's almost looking worse than what it was originally. These really do stay put, which is so great. I would normally seal it off with a top coat with probably like two layers of top coat just to like really make sure it's in there. But if for some reason you're like, good god, I gotta go now, like you can get out the door.
Also, these would look so cute over your nail polish. If it's chipping and you don't feel like taking it off, you can just like layer some on the tips or even like underneath and do like a half moon at the bottom. That would be really cute. There's also other than these triangular shapes, there are these like
they're little bars,
long bars that you can
cut.
do some
Yeah, you can cut them. You can do like a line across the center of your
some
nail.
stripes, and there's different sizes here, which is really cute. It's kind of hard to tell.
And again, these are $8. Super cheap at glowrecipe.com.
Is that for one sheet or do they come in a pack?
They come in a pack, which we don't have the pack with us because everyone at the office has literally been stealing them and being like, can I take these home? We're like, wait, no, we need them.
But I think these launch next month.
No, they're on Glow Recipe now.
Oh, they are? Okay, never mind.
Yes, you can get them now, in fact. I know. Lots of new products launching all the time. It's hard to keep track.
So now that we have pretty nails, I guess we can get ready to go to drinks.
Yeah.
Ready?
I would normally go through and do all of this, but you guys probably don't want to sit here and watch me do that.
Oh, wait. Do you have one more step?
Oh,
Sorry.
well, I don't have one more step, but I also wanted to share these. These are from Sally Hansen. They're the Salon Effects. They've been out for a while, but I think they're just so easy and so fun to use. They come in a pack. And they're just like they're basically like little tattoos for your nail.
Wait, I've never seen these before.
What?
No.
I love them.
Oh, wait, no. Sorry.
You've seen these.
I've seen these.
Literally all you do is you find the one that fits your nail and you stick it on.
I
Do
love...
you cut them?
You can cut them.
You can cut them. I've found that you just put them on and then there's usually...
You can
get
file
an
the rest.
orange
You can file the rest of
off.
the edges off, and it leaves a really nice edge. You can like, fold any excess underneath, and it'll stick to the inside of your nail, which is a good tip. But,
You can actually use an orange stick too,
Yeah.
which are those like little wooden sticks that you usually will see along in the nail salon area or in the nail
And
nail
these
aisle.
stickers are actually transparent, so if you want a really cool option, and it comes in different sizes too, so you can measure your nail. Like, I would probably put this one on my thumb here, and like this one on my pinky. And yeah, you can just kind of like see which one fits for you, and they're really cool. Love them.
Yeah, and you can get these at the drugstore, which is awesome. They're, I forget how much they are. I want to say like $8 to $10.
Yeah,
so really
they
not a
can't
lot.
be that expensive, but really good.
All right.
Hey,
Ready?
cheers, guys.
Cheers. Happy Friday, guys.